where did you grow up? And tell us a little bit about your history, maybe like where you grew up and maybe kind of like what school was like and stuff like that.
Well, I grew up here in Logan Heights as a child, basically like born and raised here. Um, I went to school here in the neighborhood to Burbank Elementary, Memorial as a junior high,
Oh yeah, I know all those.
and then I went to San Diego High School. But as far as school, of course, elementary, middle school is always great, easy. You go into middle school, you start exploring, a lot of temptation out there. You meet up with the wrong people at times, and
Yeah,
middle school towards the ending and high school was pretty rough for me. I was getting involved with the wrong people,
yeah.
exploring into, I hate to say it, but you're into some drugs and going down the wrong path. Uh, I got a rude awakening during high school. I was going pretty bad, and then my father he gave me an ultimatum, and
Good for your
basically
father.
he told me, pack your bags, you're out my house. Um, it was actually on
Yeah,
Thanksgiving Day,
yeah.
and he told me, "You're done. I'm not going to tolerate this anymore." Um, it was a rude awakening. I started realizing, like, man, are my friends really going to be there for you? In high school, they always tell you they're going to be there for you and this and that. Um, During childhood or your teen years, some friends say they're going to be there for you, and in reality, it's a slap in the face, and they're really not. There's a few good friends that I still talk to from high school and everything like that. The other ones just disappeared on me.
Wow.
But that's how school was for me. Luckily enough, I got my stuff together. Um, I graduated high school. I played ball all my life, so I did play ball for high school and everything like that. I was still trying to do good while I was being bad. So I kind of had the devil on one side and the halo on the other. So
Talking about
the
basketball?
baseball. Yeah,
Baseball.
I
Okay.
played baseball since a little kid, and I'm still kind of involved with my nephews and everything like that with baseball.
Awesome. That's awesome. So you hear that, you guys? So basically, Miguel was saying that he had grown up in school here in Logan Heights, and he started in a wrong path. And I don't know if you guys remember me talking about the pivot moment in basketball. In a lot of different sports, there's something called the pivot. I don't know if you know that term in sports, the pivot. The pivot, especially like in boxing or in basketball, there's the ball of your foot where you have the turn, right? Where you're ready to make that quick move, right? So basically, Miguel's father gave him an ultimatum. He told him, you either get your act together or you're out. And Miguel decided that he was going to finish school. And isn't that amazing? That's it takes a lot of strength and courage to admit that and to make those changes. And so, Miguel, now you find yourself. Are you married, Miguel?
Yes, I am married to my wife. We've been married 7 years, and we've been together going on 10 years. Um, Honestly, without my wife's support and everything like that, she's been like my rock, and she's helped me with my builds of the cars and motivation and support when we get frustrated with building the cars and everything like that. So she has been my rock. We've been together since I was going through my rough patch as well, and she just stuck to me, and she basically guided me as well too. So she's been there for me ever since then.
Awesome, awesome. Isn't that great? Good for you, wife. Wherever you at, peace. I love you. You're awesome. Good for you. Sticking it out like that. That's great to have somebody that backs you up all the time. Miguel was also talking about, when he was going through his, rough patches and things like that. You really find out who your friends are, right?
Most definitely.
And you find out that they're far and few, and the fewer the better, right? You find out which ones stick around, and those are the ones you cherish. So now Miguel is married, and he's. Do you have kids? He
Uh,
said.
Unfortunately, I just lost one in November. He was our first, and yeah, he was a stillborn, and yeah, that was unfortunately we didn't make it with him. I got a tattoo in his remembrance, and my wife got the same matching one.
Wow. Sorry to hear that, Miguel. And Miguel, in those moments, I know that sometimes in those moments when you've had some kind of like a traumatic event take place, what was going through your head? And were there changes again in that moment that you decided, that's it, I'm going to do this, I'm going to change life or something?
Realistically, everything goes into place. You start questioning faith. You start questioning, you know, God, Jesus, everybody is like, why did this happen to us? You turn your life around, you're doing good, you're working, you do good, and all of a sudden something bad like that happens to you. So you start questioning, like I said, faith, and then you start thinking about, should I go down this path again? It's easy, take the easy way out, or can I just drink my sorrows away and this and that? But I do thank my family. Honestly, they were there for us the whole time, through this hard time that we went through. My wife she's a very strong woman, and she was a rock, and as hard as it was for the both of us, we were just there for each other during this hard time that we faced. And as I mentioned, the family was there for us too, and we were lucky enough that we laid them to rest, and now we do have a little angel above us.
You do, yes, you do. Amen. Thank you, Miguel, for sharing that. That's really honest. And I know that there are lots of you out there that have faced those types of issues and traumatic events like that. And it's those times when you're making decisions in your head as to where you're going to turn, and it's our support system that really gets us through those hard times, isn't it? So Miguel, you've shared your story about growing up and family life and some traumatic events, and now I want you to share about your car clubbing and Qlique, and how you got started in Qlique car club. What is it to you?
Well, Qlique originally started in East LA, 1964, and then they branched off to San Diego in 1974. So a few years back, we just hit a 50-year anniversary.
Wow.
As I mentioned, I got a little over 5 years in, but a good friend of mine, over 10 years, he joined Qlique before I did, about 6 months before I did, and he pulled me into the club as well with the president. He grew up with actually my uncles and a family here in the neighborhood, and between him and the president and my good buddy of mine, they both pulled me into it, and I joined it. And I love it. Qlique is a very strong brotherhood. It's unity. It's family oriented. So it's awesome. The wives and the kids, they come around. During Christmas time, we have a big Christmas party at our clubhouse. That's amazing. We bring Santa Claus for the kids, from the North Pole and everything like that. We have functions, Halloween parties. That's dress up. It's amazing. Our club is awesome. We're all hard workers, and we all do our thing. We all love our cars and our family, and that's how Qlique rolls.
Awesome. That is awesome. That's great. So, you guys, I've been coming out here since I was just a young girl, hanging out with the car clubs and stuff, and I would go out with my older cousins, and there was car clubs like Amigos was around, and I don't remember Qlique now, but now that you're reminding me a little bit, I kind of can remember. I was so little. The stories that come out of people when you're interviewing them is just amazing. We can relate because we've all gone through, different issues in life, and then, we all have some type of a family clique or organization that we like to be a part of and stuff. But Miguel, you want to walk us to your car and show us a little bit?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. Talk to us about your car. How did you get it? Your car?
Well, my car, actually, I got my car. It's a funny story. We were on our way to i.e. Inland Empire, and I was on my way to go look for a 1963 Impala. And we went out there, we checked it out. I really didn't like it. You know, pictures are deceiving. We went up there, we seen it. It was definitely more than what I expected. It was kind of like a bondo car. It was too much. On my way down, we stopped in Escondido, and I seen a 1968 Impala that was actually a ragtop convertible. It was definitely a big project car. We didn't meet up with numbers and everything like that. Halfway down, he calls me, tells me go back. I was like, nah, you know what, I'm cool, let me keep my options open. As we were coming down, we were on Craigslist looking, and I found the ad about this car. It was actually in Spring Valley, and I looked at it and I was like, oh man, all right, cool, let me go check it out in person. We didn't meet that day. A couple days later, we hooked up, and I fell in love with the car. I was like, this is the one. It wasn't that bad in shape where, you know, I can do a lot to it.
Yeah.
And that's how I got this now.
Wow. Let's have a look at, well, I'll show you a little bit, you guys, if you can see. I want to kind of show you in there. Can you see in there? Isn't that awesome? Look at kind of the details. I want to show you the details a little bit on the handles. Hold on a second. Awesome. That's just an amazing car. If you can see that right there. Who's the artist? Can you tell us who the was it the pinstriping and stuff that, or did you already have it like that?
No, I didn't get it like this. Actually, the paint was done over there in Tijuana by Balos Customs. The interior was also done in Tijuana as well by Germán. I pretty much picked the color scheme of both interior and outside. The outside is a pearl purple, and my roof and trunk are actually candies, purples, and I got a fiberglass as well inside my interior. Then I had like friends, of course, that helped me out a lot. You know, I give thanks to Bobby that has helped me out. My brother-in-law Ramon, he's helped me out a lot too. And I'm sorry if I didn't, you know, mention you or anything, but I do appreciate all the ones that helped me. The chroming and everything, the engraving was done over there in Orange County with AP Show Chrome. That's basically where I'm at right now. I still got a lot of work to do. I'm not where I'm at, where I want to be, but I still I want to chrome out my undercarriage, do a chrome engine, do the whole 9 yards. This is actually my pride and joy right here. Between the car and my wife, I love them both. But I love you more, babe.
All right, so shout out to all the companies and people. Shout out to Ramon, who's watching right now. Hi, Ramon. What's up? Hey. Shout out to Pastor Bruce right now. Who else is on right there? Martin. What's up, Martin? Martin is a jiu-jitsu instructor, one of my friends. He has his own dojo. What's up, Daniel? All right, so before we end our interview here with Miguel, we thank everyone that is watching. We thank all of the companies that are that bond together to make everything work. And you know, we can't do what we do by ourselves, right? Correct? So we do it together. And here in SD, that's what we're about. We're about connecting and doing things together in unity, yeah? How do you feel about that?
Most definitely, unity, friendship, all of the above. You know, it keeps us striving, keeps us going, especially the community and on all the friends and everybody we have for family. It just keeps us all going and keeps our head straight. That's the main thing.
Amen. All right. So with that, we'll be ending, and we're going to peace out. Thank you, Miguel. Really appreciate your time and your interview. That was awesome. Peace out, you guys. And we love you. To Miguel's wife, what's her name?
Ricky Martinez.
Ricky Martinez. All right. Peace out, you guys.